the cloud is going to precipitate or rain on one side, and then what's going to happen is that this side is going to get a whole bunch of trees and grass and look luscious and wonderful, and this side over here is going to be blah. It's going to be dry. There's going to be nothing there. Okay, because all the water is on the other side of the mountain. Everybody got it? Okay. Two things we're going to add on the bottom before we move on to the next side. So we're going to put these pretty little circles are going to equal my food chain. Chain. Food chain. And then under here, I'm going to draw myself all these nice little lines. This is going to be equaling a food web. I'm going to put an arrow here because we're going to write that an arrow equals where the energy is going. That's one thing that my group is getting a lot wrong, is that when you draw an arrow, it has to go into that person or that thing's belly or body or whatever. So when we have the sun, the arrow goes from the sun to the producer. That energy from the sun is going to the producer. And then from the producer, the arrow goes to the first level consumer, and that right there is the energy is transferring that way. Okay, 3 other things for this pink part right here. We're going to give ourselves producer. And I'm going to draw myself my beautiful bunny. Okay, and he's a consumer. He's a first level consumer, but he's still a consumer. And then I'm going to draw my most beautiful mushroom, which is a decomposer. And remember, without decomposers, we would have a whole bunch of dead stuff just hanging out in the back playground. Because after something dies, it's just going to hang out there. So bugs and animals, those things, the decomposers help to break them down and return their nutrients back to the soil. Okay? Now we're going to move on. I know I kind of messed this up a little bit. I'm going to do like here and then over here. I know I said 3, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fit. Okay, the next one, we're going to talk about heat transfer. And heat transfer goes from what to what? Good job. I love that video, don't you? It sticks in your head, though, Corey. It sticks in your head. There are 3 types of heat transfer, ways that heat transfer from one object to the other. The first one is conduction. My class, what did we rename conduction? Conduction, because it means to do what? Yes, it's when you touch something. You reach out and touch something. When a pot is on a stove, that's conduction. The heat is transferred from the stove to the pot. The next one is convection. The convection is a transfer between hot and cold as well. So we've got the warm and the cold. It's happening in water, like if you're boiling water, or maybe if you're standing in a swimming pool. I know that some people say that when they feel the warm part in the swimming pool, that's really somebody peeing, but it's not. It's the constant movement of cold and warm circling around your swimming pool, okay? The other one, an example of convection, is your winds. I'm over here, folks. Okay? And then the last thing on the bottom is radiation. And when we talk about radiation, we're talking about the sun. Huh. Okay, two more things. First thing, we're going to talk about the word uni. And uni means what? When we talk about one, we're talking about a unicellular organism. And unicellular organisms, come here, right here. Unicellular organisms can do all the life processes by themselves, all of them. Does anybody know? Does anybody know the life processes? There's 6 of them. Anybody know them? What's one? What do you want? Nope. Not everything eats. Yes? Corey? Nope. Nope. Grow, reproduce, maintain a stable internal environment, take in energy, which is what you would say with eat. What's the other one? I don't know where my piece of paper went. Oh, here it is. Respond to the outside environment and is responsible for cells. Will you tell them we're recording right now? Just give me 1 minute. Let's do multi. Multi equals many. Many. A multicellular organism has many cells that have specialized cells. The cells that you have for your skin are going to be different than the cells that help your heart. Okay, they don't always work together. I don't want to know. Last thing. We got one more thing to do, and then you can tell me, Jenna. Last thing. We've got inherited. Learned, and innate. Okay, inherited means like your eye color and how curly or straight your hair is. That's my picture of hair. The next one for learned is like how you ride a bike. Or jump shot or anything like that. And innate behavior is something that you do, but that you're not taught to do. It's something that you just naturally do. So you naturally have learned how to eat. No one had to teach you how to do that. Fish will naturally learn how to swim. If they don't do it right away or their innate behavior doesn't let them know right away, then they're going to just come out of their parents and then sink to the bottom. Flying south for the winter. Hey, I'm cold. I'm going to go fly away. Or hibernating. Like a bear does. Okay?